My name is Warwick, and in this demo we're going to have a look at Neon, the loan management system, and we're going to look specifically at the reports. In the reports window, it's broken into two sections. On the left hand side here we have our folders, and then over here on the right hand side we have the files within those folders. So for example, if I go to unfiled public reports, there's nothing in there. But if I come down here to risk analysis and click on that, we bring up the reports sitting in there. We've got an aging, delinquent accounts and unpaid invoices. I'd like to demonstrate the power and flexibility of the reporting module. Now let's have a look at aging by clicking on the button here. This brings us to this very small report that I've created, and it just gives in this column the different loan IDs, the delinquent amount here, and the amount to current. We specifically want to create an aging report, so let's customize this by clicking on the Customize button. This brings us to a page where we can see all the fields that we can drag into this report. We want to look for aging, so let's, rather than scrolling down, let's just search for it. Now I just click on it and drag it across to the area that I would like it to sit. Drop it in there. We've now got the aging analysis here showing 0 to 30 days and 31 to 60 days. We could drag in any other type of information that we wanted to. If we wanted to drop in approval date, this is all just drop and drag. Very, very simple. Now let me explain to you the different type of formats that we can have. We can have matrix, which is what we're looking at now, or we can click across to a summary report, or we can select tabular. So we have these three different report formats that we can select. We can also use filters. The filter that we've currently got showing is delinquent amount greater than 0. So it's going to show every delinquent amount that is greater than $0. But if we wanted to change that, and let's say we only wanted to see delinquent amounts that are over $3,000. Notice here that there is one for 2003. So let's just add this. Now we can see we're down to just 4 records because we're only selecting information that has delinquent amounts over 3,000. That previous delinquent amount for 2000 is no longer there. These filters are able to be added to, so we could look for a delinquent amount greater than 3,000, and then we can select the other data that we want in these fields to create the report exactly the way we wanted to, just extracting the information that we require. But let's just cancel this, and we're now going to edit this back to reports delinquent amounts that are greater than 0, and now we have our 5 records back again. Now we have the report looking the way we want it to. We just need to save the report, and we can run the report. We're now able to export these details, so we can export it in Excel or Common Delimited CSV format. To get back to the report page, all we need to do is click on the Done button, and it brings us back to the report. While looking at the report, we are able to drill down. So let's say, for example, we've got this delinquent loan, nearly $10,000. We'd like to have a look at more detail about that loan. So by clicking on the loan ID, it brings us to the loan page, and on this loan page we can see that it's active and in bad standing. This headline area gives us an overview. We can scroll down, and in the loan report we have all the information pertaining to this loan, and we can see on delinquent dues 37 days past due, so it's fitting in the 31 to 60 day aging bracket. Now let's just go back to our reports, and I'd like to show you a way that we can navigate around, but we'll go back to our aging report. In the aging report, rather than just left clicking, we can hover over this section and right click and open into a new tab. We can now see that a new tab has been created, and if I click on it, it shows the loan details. To go back to the aging, I just click here. So just repeating that, hover over the loan ID, right click, open in a new tab is loading, and it shows this particular loan in this tab, and we can just click back to aging reports. Navigating like this can be done anywhere within Neon, not just the reports, and so we can close down these tabs if we no longer need them. You'll note that there's also the ability to select a time frame. For example, you can do a custom time frame, calendar year, calendar quarters, and so forth. A lot of choice there. We can select current to previous second financial year, run this report, and in this particular instance same details, but we can select the range of time that we want to gather this information for this report. Another very important thing that we can use is we can schedule future runs of this report. So let's say, for example, particularly for an aging report, we may need to send this to various people within the organization, and we can select the frequency from daily, weekly, or monthly, and every weekday or just every day we can create when to start this report, when to edit this report, and we can also send it to people within our organization, so we can select who does this report go to. So for end of month reports, we can build the report and then schedule that report, and the report is automatically run and sent to the recipients that we've created in this list. That's given you a bit of an overview on reports, what we can do within the reports, the ease of which to drop and drag, create new reports, automate reports, and those reports being emailed out. Thank you.